So wan with care, find we a time for frighted peace to pant, and breathe short-winded rumors of new broils to be commenced in strands afar remote. No more the thirsty entrance of this soil shall daub her lips in her own children's blood. No more shall trenching war channel her fields, or bruise her flowerets with the armored hooves of hostile paces. Let peace reign at home. But now, in mutual, well-beseeming ranks, march all one way, and be no more opposed against acquaintance, kindred, and allies. Here is a dear, a true, industrious friend, good Walter Blunt, new lighted from his flight, and he hath brought us smooth and welcome news.
The rebel Douglas is discomfited. The bold and fierce Jamaican faction defeated. Of prisoners, Hotspur took the rebel Mordache fight and eldest son to beaten Douglas. And the rebel Athol.
Is this not an honorable spoil? A gallant prize, huh, General, is it not?
In faith, it is a conquest for a prince.
Yea. There thou makes me sad, makes me sin and envy that sister Northumberland should be mother to so blessed a son. The son who is the theme of honor's tongue. Whilst I, by looking on the praise of him, do see riot and dishonor stain the brow of my young hair. Oh, that it could be proved that some night-tripping fairy exchanged in cradle clothes our children where they lay, and called mine Percy, hers Plantagenet. Then would I have her Harry, and she mine.
What time of the day is it, lad?
What the devil has thou to do with the time of the day? Unless ours were tankers 8 balls, minutes capons, clocks that hung abroad, and the blessed sun himself a fair, hot, winching, flame-colored taffeta. See no reason why thou should be so superfluous to demand the time of the day.
Men were to be saved by merit, but hole in hell were hot enough for him. This is the most omnipotent villain that ever cried stand to a true man.
Good morning, Ned.
Good morning, sweetheart. What says Monsieur Remorse? What says Sir John? Sack and sugar. Jack! How agrees to telling thee about thy soul, that thou soldest him. Good Friday last for a cup of malt liquor and a cold capon's leg.
Old Jack stands to his word. The devil shall have his bargain.
My lads, tomorrow afternoon by 4 o'clock, there are tourists with rich offerings, fat purses. I have visits for y'all. You have horses for yourself. We may do it as secure as sleep. If you will do it, I will fill your purses full of ducats. If you will not, carry home and be hanged.
Hear me, Edward. If I tarry at home and go not, I'll hang you for going.
You will chops.
Will you make one?
I? Who, I, Rob? I have feet? Not I by my fate.
You came not to the blood royal if you did not stand for 100 bucks.
Well,
Oh, once in my days I'll be a man.
That's well said. Farewell, you shall find me in the East.
No. Ride with me tomorrow. I have a just executed. I cannot manage alone. I'm not gonna be there if we do not rob the
So what think you, cuz, of this young Percy's pride? The prisoners, which he in this adventure hath surprised, to his own use he keeps. And sends me word, I shall have none but brother Mordecai Fife.
This is his uncle's teaching. This is Worcester. Malevolent to you in all aspects, which makes him prune himself and bristle up the crest of youth against your dignity. But I have sent for him to answer this.
My blood has been too cold and temperate, unapt to stir at these indignities, and you find me, for accordingly you tread upon my patience. But be sure, I shall from henceforth rather be myself, mighty and to be feared, than my condition, which hath been smooth as oil, soft as young down, and therefore lost that title of respect that the proud soul ne'er pays but to the proud.
Our house, your majesty, little deserves the scourge of greatness to be used on it. And that same greatness, too, which our own hands have helped to make so portly.
My brother?
Worcester, get thee gone. For I do see danger and disobedience in thine eye. Oh, sir, your presence is too bold and peremptory. And majesty might never yet endure the moody frontier of a servant brow.
Don't do it.
Those prisoners in your name demanded, which Harry Percy here at the Capitol took, were not with such strength denied as is delivered to your majesty. Either envy, therefore, or misprison is guilty of this fault, but not my son.
My liege, I did deny no prisoners, but I remember when the fight was done, when I was dry with rage and extreme toil, breathless and faint, leaning upon my sword, came there a brother neat and trimly dressed, with many holiday and lady terms. He questioned me, amongst the rest, demanded my prisoners on your majesty's behalf. I then, all smarting with my wounds being cold, to be so pestered with a popinjay, out of my grief and impatience, answered neglectingly, I know not what, he should or he should not, for he made me mad to see him shine so brisk, and smell so sweet, and talk so like a waiting gentlewoman of guns and drums and wounds. God save Mark. In this bald, unjointed chat of his, sir, I answered indirectly as I said. And I beseech you, let not his report come current for an accusation betwixt my love and your high majesty.
The circumstance considered, my brother, whatever Brother Percy then had said to such a person and at such a place at such a time, with all the rest retold, may reasonably die and never rise to do him wrong or any way impeach what then he said, so he unsay it now.
Why, yet he doth deny his prisoners, with proviso and exception, that we, at our own charge, should ransom straight his brother-in-law, the foolish Mortimer, who by my soul hath willfully betrayed the lives of those that he did lead to fight. What? Shall our coffers then be emptied to redeem a traitor home? No. Barren mountain, let him starve. For I shall never hold that man my friend, whose tongue shall ask me for one penny cost to ransom home revolted Mortimer.
Revolted Mortimer!
Let me not hear you speak of Mortimer. Send me your prisoners, or you will hear in such a kind from me as will displease you. Sister Northumberland, we license your departure with your son. Send us your prisoners, or you will hear of it.
And if the devil come and roar for them, I will not send them. I will have to straight and tell him so, for I will ease my heart, albeit I make a hazard of my head.
What? Drop with collar. Stay and pause a while. Here comes your uncle.
Speak of Mortimer. Soon I will speak of him. Let my soul want mercy if I do not join with him. Yeah, on his part, I'll empty all these veins and shed my dear blood drop by drop in the dust. I will lift the downtrodden Mortimer as high in the air as this unthankful king, this vile ingrate, and cankered Harold.
Who struck this heat up after I was gone?
Brother, the king hath made your nephew mad.
He will, forsooth, have all my prisoners. And when I urged the ransom once again of my wife's brother, then his cheek looked pale, and on my face turned an eye of death, trembling even at the name of Mortimer.
I cannot blame him. Was he not proclaimed by Richards that dead is the next of blood?
He was. I heard the proclamation. And then it was when the unhappy king, whose wrongs in us God pardon, set forth upon his Cuban expedition, from whence he did return to be deposed and shortly murdered.
And for whose death we in the world's wide mouth live scandalized and foully spoken of.
But soft, I pray you. Did Richards, then, proclaim my brother, Edmund Mortimer, heir to the crown?
Aye.
He did, myself did hear it.
But shall it be that you that set the crown upon the head of this forgetful man, and for his sake wear the detested blot of murderous subornation? Shall it be that you a world of curses undergo? And shall it for shame be spoken in these days, or fill up chronicles in time to come, that those of your background and power did gauge them both in an unjust behalf, as both of you, God pardon it, have done? To put down Richards, that sweet, lovely rose, and plant this thorn, this canker, this Harold. And shall it for shame be further spoken that you are fooled, discarded and shook off by him for whom these shames ye underwent? No!
Oh, what a wasp-stung and impatient fool art thou, to break into this woman's mood, tying thine ear to no tongue but thine own.
Peace, cousin. Say no more of this.
By God, I'll keep them all!
Start away and lend no ear to my purposes. Those prisoners you shall keep.
Nay, I will. That's flat. He said he would not ransom Mortimer. Forbade my tongue to speak of Mortimer. But I will find him when he lies asleep, and in his ear I'll holler, Mortimer! Nay, I'll have a starling, shall be taught to speak nothing but Mortimer! And give it to him to keep his anger still in action.
Hear you, cousin, a word.
All studies here I solemnly defy, save how to gall and pinch this Bolingbroke. And the same sword and buckler, Prince of Watts. But that I think his father loves him not, and would be glad he met with some mischance. I would have poisoned him with a pot of ale.
Farewell, kinsman. I'll talk to you when you are better tempered to attend.
I have done, Faith.
And now I will unclasp a secret book, which to your quick-conceiving discontents, I'll read you matter deep and dangerous. Then once more to you Jamaican prisoners, deliver them up without their ransom straight, and make the Douglas son your only means for power in Jamaica. Which, for reasons which I shall send you written, be assured, shall easily be granted. You, sister, your son in Jamaica being employed, shall secretly into the bosom creep of that same noble prelate, well beloved, the Archbishop of New York. Reverend Screw.
Casey, on with your visors. There's money coming down the hill. Just going on a tour of Kings County.
You lie, you rogue. Going to King's Tap.
Oh, no. There's enough to make us all. Brothers, you four front them in the narrow lane. Ned Poins and I'll walk lower. If they escape from your encounter, then they light on us.
Farewell. Stand fast.
know you all, and will a while uphold the unyoked humor of your idleness. Yet herein will I imitate the sun, who doth permit the base contagious clouds to smother up his beauty from the world. If all the year were playing holidays, to sport would be as tedious as to work. But when they seldom come, they wished for come, and nothing pleaseth but rare accidents. So when this loose behavior I throw off and pay the debt I never promised, by how much better than my word I am? By so much shall I falsify men's hopes, and like bright metal on a sullen ground, my reformation glittering o'er my faults, shall show more goodly and attract more eyes than that which hath no foil to set it off. I'll so offend to make offense a skill, redeeming time when men think least I will.
The purpose you undertake is dangerous, why that's certain. The friends you have named uncertain. Say you so. Say you so. I say you are a shallow, cowardly hind, and you lie. Our plot is as good a plot as ever was laid. Our friend's true and constant. What a pagan rascal is this? An infidel. You shall see now. He will to the king and lay open all our proceedings. Hang him. Let him tell the king we are prepared. I will set forwards tonight. How now, Kate? I must leave you within these 2 hours.
For what offense have I this fortnight been a banished woman from my Harry's bed?
What ho! Those horses from the sheriff.
One horse, my lord, is here even now.
That horse shall be my throne. Well, I will back him straight. Oh, Esperanza.
But hear you, my lord.
What sayest thou, my lady?
What is it that carries you away?
Why, my horse, my love, my horse.
Ouch, you mad-headed ape. Fear my brother Mortimer doth stir, and hath sent for you to line his enterprise. But if you go...
So far? Afoot? I shall be weary, love.
Ah, indeed. Yeah, I'll break thy little finger, Harry, if thou wilt not tell me true.
Away, 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 trifler! Oh, love. I love thee not. I care not for thee, Kate. Gah. This is no world to play with dollies or tilt with lips. We must have cracked crowns and bloody noses. God's me, my horse!
Do you not love me? Do you not, indeed?
Come see me ride, and when I am on horseback, I will swear I love thee infinitely. But Kate, I must not have you question me whether I go, nor reason whereabout. Whether I must, and to conclude, this evening must I leave thee, gentle Kate. I know thee wise, but yet no further wise than Harry Percy's wife. Constant you are, but yet a woman. And for secrecy, no lady closer. For I will believe thou wilt not utter what thou dost not know. And so far will I trust thee, gentle Kate.
How? So far?
Not an inch further. But hark you, Kate. Whither I go, thither shall you go too. Today I set forth, tomorrow you. Will this content you, Kate?
It must, of force.
Oh! Welcome, Jack. Where hast thou been? Give me a cup of sack. Oh, your Try when you will. Brave world, I say. A plague on all cowards.
How now, Wolfsack? What mutter you?
King's son.
Why are you horsing around, man? What's the matter?
Are you not a coward? Answer me to that. And points there. Zools. Fat pots!
You call me coward.
I'll call you a coward.
By the Lord, I'll stab you.
I'll see you damned before I call you a coward. Oh, but I would give $1,000 if I could run as fast as you. Give me them that will face me!
What's the matter?
What's the matter? There be 4 of us here. I've taken $10,000 this morning.
Well, where is it, Jack? Where is it?
Where is it? Taken from us. 100 upon poor 4 of us.
What, 100 men?
I am a rogue if I was not at war with a dozen of them 2 hours this morning. I have escaped by miracle. I am 8 times thrust through the doublet, 4 through the hose, my buckler cut through and through, my weapon hacked like a handsaw.
So speak, sirs. How was it?
We 4 set upon some dozen.
16 at least.
Yeah. And bound them.
No, they weren't bound.
They were bound, you rogue.
As we were sharing, some 6 or 7 fresh men set upon us.
And unbound the rest. And then, come in the other.
What, fought you with them all?
All. I don't know what you call all. But if I fought not with 50 of them, if there were not 2 or 3 and 50 upon poor old Jack Falstaff, then I ain't no 2-legged creature.
Oh, pray God you have not murdered some of them.
No, that's past praying for. 2 of them I have peppered. 2 of them I'm sure have done paid.
These lies are like their father that begets them, gross as a mountain, open, palpable.
What?
Thou clay-brained guts, thy naughty-pated fool, thou wholesome, obscene, greased tallow catch.
Are you mad? Is not the truth the truth?
I'll no longer be guilty of this sin. This sanguine cow, this horseback breaker, this bed press, this huge hill of flesh.
Blood, you starveling, you elfskin, you bull's pizzle, you dried gnat's tongue. Oh, for breath to utter what is like you tailor's yard, you sheath, you bowcase, you vile, standing fuck.
Breathe a while and then to it again, and when you have tired yourself in these base comparisons, hear me speak but this.
Fuck! Jack!
We too saw you 4 set on 4 and bound them and were masters of their wealth. Mark now, how plain tale shall put you down. Then did we 2 set on you 4, and with a word, I'll face you of your prize.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, and can show it you here in the house. And Falstaff, you carried your guts away as nimbly and with as quick dexterity and roared for mercy and still running roared as ever I heard bull cat. What a slave without a hack thy weapon as thou hast done, and then say it was done in fight. What trick? What device? What starting hole canst thou now find out to hide thee from this open and apparent shame?
Come, let's hear Jack!
What trick hast thou known?
By the law, I knew you as well as either me. Hear me. Hear me, my masters. Was it for me to kill the heir apparent, should I? Turn upon the true prince? You know, I am as valiant as Hercules. The lion will not touch the true prince. Instinct, the great matter. I was now a coward upon instinct. But I'm glad you got the money. Shall we be merry? Shall we have a play? Extempore?
Content, and the argument shall be thy running away.
Oh! No more of that. And you love me. Well. No more of that. You will be horribly chid tomorrow when you come to your father. If you love me, that's not.
Do thou stand for my father and examine me upon the particulars of my life.
Give me a glass of wine.
Harry, that you are my son, I have partly your mother's word, partly my own opinion, and chiefly a foolish hanging of your mental lip. Oh, Harry, why? Being son to me, are you so pointed at? Shall the blessed Son of Heaven prove a truant and eat blackberries? A question not to be asked. Shall the son of Inglewood prove a thief and take purses? A question to be asked. There is a thing, Harry, which you have often heard of, and it is known to many in our land, and it goes by the name of bullshit.
Thou speak like a king. Do thou stand for me, and I'll play my father.
Oppose me?
Well, here I am. Sit!
Here I stand.
There is a devil that haunts thee in the likeness of an old fat man. A ton of man is thy companion. Why dost thou converse with that trunk of humus? That bolting hutch of beastliness? That swollen parcel of dropsies? Who means, your majesty? That villainous, abominable misleader of youth. Falstaff!
If beer and sugar be a fault, then God help the wicked. If to be old and merry be a sin, then many an old hostess I know is damned. If to be fat be to be hated, then Pharaoh's lean cows are to be loved. No, sir. Banish Peto, banish Bardolph, banish Poins. But for sweet Jack Falstaff, kind Jack Falstaff, true Jack Falstaff, valiant Jack Falstaff, banish plump Jack and banish all the world.
I will. My lord, the Chief Justice with the most monstrous watch is at the door.
Out, you rogue!
Go, hide thee behind my ass. The rest, walk up above. Now, my masters, for true face and good conscience.
Both of which I have had. Huh? But their date is out, and therefore I'll hide me.
Call in the Chief Justice. Now, Your Honor, what is your will with me?
First, pardon me, my lord. A hue and a cry hath followed certain men unto this house.
What men?
One of them is well known, my gracious lord. A gross, fat man.
As fat as butter.
The man, I can assure you, is not here, for I myself at this time have employed him. And, Your Honor, I will engage my word to thee that I will, by dinner time tomorrow, send him to answer thee or any man for anything he shall be charged withal. And so, let me entreat you, leave the house.
I will, my lord. There have 4 white men in this robbery lost $1,000.
Maybe so. If he have robbed these men, he shall be answerable, and so, farewell.
Good night, my noble lord.
I think it is good morrow, is it not?
I know not whether God will have it so for some displeasing service I have done, that in his secret doom, out of my blood he'll breed revengement and a scourge for me. But thou dost in thy passages of life make me believe thou art only marked for the hot vengeance and the rod of heaven, to punish my mistreadings. Tell me else! Could such inordinate and low desires, such poor, such bare, such lewd, such mean attempts, such barren pleasures, rude society, as thou art matched with all engrafted to, accompany the greatness of thy blood, and hold their level with thy princely heart?
So please you, dear father, I could acquit such offense with this clear excuse, as well as I am doubtless I can purge myself of many I'm charged withal. Yet such extenuation let me beg, and find pardon on my true submission.
God pardon thee. Yet let me wonder, Harry, at thy affections, which are of a wing quite from the flight of all thy ancestors. Thy place in council thou hast rudely lost, which by thy younger brother is applied, and art almost an alien to all the hearts and princes of my blood. Had I so lavish of my presence been, so common hackneyed in the eyes of men, opinion which did help me to the ground had still kept loyal to possession and left me in reputeless banishment. By being seldom seen, I could not stir, but like a comet I was wondered at. The men would tell their children, this is he. Others would say, where? Which is Harold Henry? This skipping king. He ambled up and down with shallow gestures, babbling nitwits, grew a companion to the common streets, enslaved himself to popularity. And in that very line, Harry, standest thou. Thou hast lost thy princely privilege with vile participation. Not an eye, but is aweary of thy common sight. Save mine, which hath desired to see thee more, which now doth that I would not have it do, make blind itself with foolish tenderness.
I shall hereafter, my thrice gracious lord, be more myself.
For all the world, as thou art to this hour, was Richard's then, and even as I was then, is Hotspur now. For he hath more worthy interest in the state than thou, the shadow of succession. And being no more in debt to years than thou, leads ancient lords and reverend bishops on to bloody battles and to bruising arms. And what say you to this? Percy, Northumberland, the Archbishop, Douglas, Mortimer, capitulate against us and are up. Why do I tell this news to thee? Thou that are as like through vassal fear to fight against me under Hotspur's pay, to dog his heels and curtsy at his frowns, to show how much thou art degenerate.
Do not think so. You shall not find it so. And God forgive them that so much have swayed my dear father's good thoughts away from me. I will redeem all this on Percy's head, and in the closing of some glorious day, be bold to tell you that I am your son, when I will wear a garment all of blood and stain my favors in a bloody mass, which washed away shall scour my shame with it. And that shall be the day when ere it lights, that this same child of honor and renown, this gallant Hotspur, this all-praised warrior, and your unthought-of Harry chance to meet. For every honor sitting on his helm would they were multitudes, and on my head my shames redoubled. For the time will come when I shall make this northern youth exchange his glorious deeds for my indignities. Percy is but my factor, good my lord, to engross up glorious deeds on my behalf. If not, the end of life cancels all bonds, and I shall die 100,000 deaths ere break the smallest parcel of this vow.
100,000 rebels die in this. Thou shalt have charge, and sovereign trust herein. How now, good Blunt? Thy looks are full of speed.
So at the business that I come to speak of, the rebel brother Mortimer hath sent word Douglas and the rebels met at Willowbrook.
Good brother Westmoreland set forth today, and with him my son John of Lancaster, for this advertisement is 5 days old. On Tuesday next, Harry, you shall set forward. Our general forces shall at Compton meet. Our hands are full of business. Let's away. Advantage feeds him fat while men delay.
Brother Michael, bring this sealed brief with haste to Brother Hastings and the rest to whom they are directed.
I fear, Michael, what with the sickness of Northumberland and Olin Glendower's absence, I fear that the power of Percy is too weak to wage an instant trial against the king.
Why, my reverend, you need not fear. There is Douglas and Brother Mortimer, and Harry Percy, and there is my brother Worcester.
And so there is, but yet the king have drawn the special heads of all the land together. And to prevent the worst, good Michael, speed. 'Tis wisdom to make strong against him. So farewell, Michael.
What news?
This message comes from your mother.
Message from her? Why comes she not herself?
She cannot come, my brother. She's grievous sick.
How? Is she the leisure to be sick now in such a jostling time? Who leads her power?
Her message bears her mind, not I.
Sick. Now? Droop. Now? This sickness doth infect the very lifeblood of our enterprise. Yet doth she give us bold advertisement that, with our small conjunction, we should on to see how fortune is disposed to us.
Your mother's sickness is maimed to us.
A perilous gash, a very limb lopped off.
It will be thought by some that know not why she is away, that wisdom, loyalty, or mere dislike of our proceedings hath kept her from the field.
You strain too far. I rather her absence makes this use. It lends a luster, a more great opinion, a larger dare to our great enterprise.
Yet I wish your mother were here.
My cousin Douglas, welcome by my soul.
Pray God me news be worth the welcome, sir. Brother Westmoreland, 7,000 strong, is marching hitherward.
With him?
Prince John.
No harm. What more?
The king himself is set forth with a strong and mighty preparation.
He shall be welcome too. Where's his son? The nimble-footed madcap Prince of Watts and his comrades that daff the world and bid it pass?
All furnished. All at arms.
Let them come. They come like sacrifices in their trim. To the fire-eyed maid of smoky war, all hot and bleeding, will we offer them. I am on fire! To see this rich reprisal so nigh and yet not ours. Come! Let me see my ride, who is to bear me like a thunderbolt against the bosom of the Prince of Watts. Harry to Harry shall hot force to force meet, and ne'er part till one drop down a corpse.
Now, Hal, the news at home for the robbery lad. How's that answered?
Oh, my sweet beef. I must still be good angel to thee. The money is paid back again.
I do not like that paying back. It's a double labor.
I'm good friends with my father and may do anything.
Well, rob me the exchequer first thing you do. And do it with unwashed hands, too.
Do, my lord. Jack, I've procured thee a charge of foot.
Would it have been of horse? Do you know where I can find one that can steal well? Well, I like these rebels. They offend none but the virtuous.
Tomorrow at 2 at Temple Hall, there shall I know thy charge, and there receive money and order for their armament. The land is burning. Percy stands on high, and either they or we must lower lie.
Rare words. Brave world!
When wilt thou begin to patch up thine old body for heaven?
Please do not speak like a death's head. Do not bid me remember mine own end.
Oh, I love you better than e'er I love a scurvy young boy.
What stuff? will you have a dress off? I shall receive money on Thursday. You shall have a cap tomorrow. A merry song, come. When it grows late, we will do bed. Will you forget me? When you are gone. How now, Peter? What news?
As I came along, I met and overtook a dozen captains, bareheaded, sweating, knocking at the taverns, and asking everyone for Sir John Falstaff.
Now comes in the sweetest morsel of the night, and we must hence and leave it unpicked.
You must await a court, sir. Presently, a dozen captains stay at door for you.
How many thousand of my poorest subjects are at this hour asleep? Sleep. Oh, gentle sleep, nature's soft nurse. How have I frighted thee that thou no more wilt lay my eyelid down? And steep my senses in forgetfulness. Why rather thou sleep liest in smoky cribs and hushed with buzzing night flies to thy slumber, than in the perfumed chambers of the great, under the canopies of costly state, and lulled with sound of sweetest melody. O thou dull god, why liest thou with a vile and loathsome cribs, and leav'st the kingly couch? And happy low lie down, uneasy lies the head that wears a crown.
Many good morrows to your majesty.
Have you all read the letters that I sent?
I have, my lord.
And you perceive the body of our kingdom, how foul it is. What rank diseases grow. 'Tis but 10 years gone since Richards and Northumberland, then great friends, did feast together. And in 2 years after were they at wars. 'Tis but 8 years since this Percy was the woman nearest my soul, who like a sister toiled in my affairs and laid her love and life under my foot. Yea, for my sake, even to the eyes of Richards gave him defiance, as I may remember, when Richards, with his eye brimful of tears, did speak these words, now proved to prophecy. Northumberland, thou ladder by the which my cousin Harry ascends to my throne. Though then, God knows, I had no such intent. But that necessity so bowed the state that I, in greatness, were compelled to kiss.
There's a history in all men's lives.
They say the Archbishop of Northumberland of 50,000 strong.
It cannot be, sir. Rumors double like echo. Upon my soul, my lord, the powers that you already have sent forth will bring this prize in very easily. Your Majesty hath this fortnight been ill, and these unseasoned hours perforce must add unto your sickness.
I will take thy counsel. And were these inward wars once out of hand, we would, dear friend, unto the Holy Land.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
I'm not ashamed of my soldiers. I'm a soused girt. I've misused the king's draft damnably. The draft have been none but good soldiers, householders, senators' sons. And they have bought out firms for their services. Now, my whole charge consists of ancients, slaves, as ragged as Lazarus. You would think I had 150 tattered prodigals lately come from swine keeping, from eating pig's will. No eye has seen such scarecrows. For indeed, I had the most of them out of prison.
How now, Blown Jack? How now, Quilt?
How? Hey, now, Mad Wog. I thought you'd only been to West Compton.
In faith, John the King, I can tell you, looks for us all. We must away all night.
Oh, Jack, whose fellows are these that come after?
Mine, Hal, mine.
I did never see such pitiful rascals.
Black man, good enough to toss. Food for powder. Food for powder. This will fill a pit as well as butter. Mortal men! Mortal men!
Make haste. Percy is already in the field.
Have you seen me down in the battlefield and astride yes, Lord?
Nothing but a colossus can do thee that friendship. Say thy prayers and farewell.
I would to a bedtime. How and all well.
Why, thou owest God a death.
'Tis not due yet. I would be loath to pay him before his time. What need I be so forward with him that calls not on me? Ah. Well? No matter. Honor pricks me on.
Honor pricks me on.
But how of honor prick me off before I come on? How then? Can honor set to an arm or a leg? No. Or take away the grief of a wound? No. Honor hath no skill in surgery, then? No. What is honor? A word. What is this word? Honor. What is in this word, honor? Heir. A trim reckoning. Who has it? He that died on Wednesday. Can he smell it? No. Can he feel it? No. 'Tis insensible. Yeah. To the dead, but will it live with the living? No. Detraction. Will not suffer it. Therefore, I'll none of it. Honor is a mere scutcheon. Thus ends my catechism.
Breaking news. Today, another round of fights between the insurgent Hotspur's militant force and King Henry's National Guard broke out. Large plumes of smoke were seen in the downtown Los Angeles area.
There's no word so far on militant or civilian casualties at this time.
What is thy name that in the battle thus thou crossest me? What honor do you seek upon my head?
No, then, my name is Douglas. And I do hunt thee in the battle thus because some tell me thou art the king.
They tell thee true.
Brother Stafford there today had bought thy likeness. But instead of thee, King Eddie,
This weapon ended him. And so shall it be, unless thou yield thee as my prisoner.
I was not born a yielder, thou Jamaican. And thou shalt find a king that shall revenge Brother Stafford's death.
If thou hadst fought before us thus, I had never triumphed upon a Jamaican.
All's done, all's won. Here breathless lies the king.
Where?
Here.
This Douglas? No. I know this face full well. Brave soldier he was. His name was Blunt. Semblably dressed as the king himself.
Oh. He borrowed title as the bought to dear.
The king hath many marching in his coats.
Mark me word. I shall murder all his wardrobe piece by piece until I meet the king.
Up. And away. Our soldiers stand full, fairly for the day.
Though I could escape, shot free at Crenshaw, I fear the shot here. There's no scoring except upon the pate. Who are you? Brother Walter Blunt. There's honor for you. Huh? Here's no vanity. Oh, I am as hot as molten lead and as heavy too. God, keep lead out of me. Oh. I have led my ragamuffins where they are peppered. There's not 3 of my 150 left alive, and they are for the town's end.
Another king. Oh, they grow like Hydra's heads. What art thou that counterfeitest the person of a king?
King himself, who, Douglas, grieves at heart so many of his shadows thou hast met.
I fear thou art another counterfeit. And yet in faith, thou bearest thee like a king. But mine I am sure thou art, whoe'er thou be. And thus I win thee.
head, vile man. Well, I would like to never hold it up again. The Prince of Watts who threatens thee, who never promises, but he means to pay. I am Douglas, fatal to all those that wear those colors on them.
Thou hast redeemed thy lost opinion. And shall thou make some tender of my life by this fair rescue thou hast brought to me.
If I mistake not, thou art Harry Monmouth.
Thou speakst as if I would deny my own name.
My name is Harry Percy.
Why, then I see a very valiant rebel of the name. I am the Prince of Watts, and think not, Percy, to share with me in glory any more. Two stars keep not their motion in one sphere, nor can one country brook a double reign of Harry Percy and the Prince of Watts.
Nor shall it, Harry, for the time has come to end the one of us, and would to God thy name in arms were as great as mine.
I will make it greater ere I part from thee, and all the budding honors on thy crest I'll crop to make a garland for my head.
I can no longer brook thy vanities!
Harry, God has brought me in my youth. I better brook the loss of brittle life than these titles thou hast won of me. They wound my thoughts worse than the sword in my flesh. My thoughts. The slave of life, and life time's fool, and time to take survey of all the world. Oh, I could prophesy, but that the earthy and cold hand of death lies at my tongue. No, Percy, thou art dust and food.
For worms, brave Percy. Farewell, great heart. Ill-weaved ambition. How much art thou shrunk, when that this body did contain a spirit, a kingdom, for it was too small a bound. But now 2 paces of the vilest earth are room enough. Adieu, and take thy praises with thee to heaven. Thy ignominy lies with thee in the grave, but not remembered in thy epitaph. What old acquaintance? Could not all this flesh keep in a little life? Poor Jack, farewell. I could have better spared a better man. Oh, I shall have a heavy miss of thee. If I were much in love with vanity, death hath not struck so fat a deer today, though many deer in this bloody fray. Embowed will I see thee by and by. Till then in blood by noble Percy lie.
If you embow me today, I give you leave to powder me and eat me too tomorrow. Afraid of this gunpowder, Percy. Why may he not rise as well as I? Nothing confutes me but eyes, and nobody sees me. Therefore, Sirrah, with a new wound in your thigh, come you along with me. Wait, what? Art thou alive, or is it fantasy that plays upon our eyesight? I prithee, speak. We shall not trust our eyes without our ears. Thou art not what thou seemest. There is Percy. I look to be a Supreme Court justice. Or at least a diplomat, I can assure you. Why, Percy, I myself killed and saw thee dead. Did you? Lord, how the world is given to lying. I grant you I was down and out of breath, and so was he. We both rose in an instant and fought a long hour by the south central clock. I gave him this wound in his thigh. If the man were alive and would deny, I would make him eat a piece of my weapon.
That is the strangest tale I've ever heard.
This is the strangest fellow, Brother John. Come, bear thy luggage nobly on thy back. For my part, if a lie may do thee grace, I'll gild it with the happiest terms I have. Woo! The the trumpet sounds retreat, the day is ours. Come, let us to the killing field to see what friends are living and who is dead. Woo!
And so, my most noble friends, I pray you, speak plainly your opinions of our hopes. First, Lord Hastings.
Our present musters grow upon the file to 5 and 20,000 men of choice. And our supplies, they live largely in the hope of great Northumberland, whose bosom burns with an incensed fire of injuries.
Question then, Brother Hastings, standeth thus: whether our present 5 and 20,000 may hold up head without Northumberland.
With her, we may.
Here, Mary, that's the point. But if without her, we be thought too feeble. My judgment is we should not step too far till we have our assistance by the hand.
I think we are a body strong enough, even as we are, to equal with the king.
What? Is the king but 5 and 20,000?
Not so much, Brother Barton. For his divisions, as the times do brawl, are in 3 heads. And his coffers sound with hollow poverty and emptiness.
That he should draw his several strengths together and come against us in full force need not be dreaded.
If he should do so, he leaves his back unarmed. Never fear that.
Who is it like should lead his forces hither?
The brothers Lancaster and Westmoreland. But who is substituted against the others, I have no certain notice.
Let us on and publish the occasion of our arms. The electorate is sick of their choice. Their overgreedy love hath surfeited. An habitation giddy and unsure hath he that buildeth on the vulgar heart. Oh, the fond many. With what loud applause didst thou beat heaven with blessing Harold before he was what thou wouldst have him be. And being now trimmed in thine own desires, thou beastly feeler art so full of him, that thou provokest thyself to cast him up. So, thou common dog, didst thou disgorge thy glutton bosom of Kwame Richards. And now, wouldst thou eat thy dead vomit up and house to find it. What trust is in these times? They that when Richards lived would have him die, are now enamored on his grave. Oh, thoughts of men accursed. Past and to come seems best. Things present, worst.
Shall we draw our numbers and set on?
Yes.
We are time's subjects. And time bids be gone.
Shall I tell thee one thing, Points?
Making excellent. Good.
It is not fit that I should be sad now that my father's sick. Though I could be sad. And sad indeed, too.
Very hardly upon such a subject.
Thou thinkest me as far in the devil's book as thou in Falstaff. Let the end try the man. What wouldst thou think of me if I should weep?
I would think thee a most princely hypocrite.
It'd be every man's thought. And thou art a blessed fellow to think as every man thinks. And what summons thy most worshipful thought to think so?
Why, because you have been so lewd, so much engrafted to Falstaff.
And to thee.
Nay, I'm well spoken of. I can hear it with mine own ears. The worst that they can say of me is that I'm a second brother.
Harry! The king, our father, is at Westminster. There are 20 weak and weary posts come from the north seeking your assistance.
Here stand my brothers, and send discoverers forth to know the numbers of our enemies.
We have sent forth already.
'Tis well done. My friends and brethren in these great affairs, I must acquaint you that I have received new dated letters from Northumberland. Their cold intent, tenor, and substance thus. Here doth she wish her person, with such powers as might hold sortance with her quality, the which she could not levy, whereupon she is retired to ripe her growing fortunes to Jamaica. And concludes in hearty prayers that your attempts may overlive the hazard and fearful melting of their opposite.
Thus do the hopes we have in her touch ground and dash themselves to pieces.
Now, what news?
West of this district, scarcely off a mile, in goodly form comes on the enemy. And by the ground they hide, I judge their number to be upon or near 30,000.
The just proportion that we gave them out. Let us sway on and face them in the field.
What well-appointed leader fronts us here?
Health and fair greeting from our general, the prince, our good brother, John Lancaster. Here come I from our princely general to know your griefs, to tell you that the prince will give you audience, and wherein it shall appear that your demands are just, you shall enjoy them freely, everything set off that might so much as think you enemies.
But he hath forced us to compel this offer, and it proceeds from policy, not love.
Marbury, you overween to take it so. This offer comes from mercy, not from fear. For lo, within a mile our army lies, upon mine honor, all too confident to give admittance to a thought of fear.
Well, by my will, we will admit no parley.
That argues but the shame of your offense. A rotten case abides no handling.
Hath the Prince John a full commission to hear and absolutely to determine of what conditions we shall stand upon?
That is intended in the general's name. I muse you make so slight a question.
Then take, my brother Westmoreland, this schedule. For it contains our general grievances, each several article herein redressed, all members of our cause, both herein hints that are insinued to this action.
This will I show the general. Please you friends, in sight of both our battles we may meet, and either end in peace, which God so frame, or to the place of difference call the weapons which must decide it.
My brother, we will do so.
There's a thing within my bosom tells me that no conditions of our peace can stand.
No, no, sister, note this. The king is weary of dainty and such picking grievances. For he hath found to end one doubt by death revives two greater in the heirs of life. And therefore will he wipe his tables clean. For full well he knows his foes are so enrooted with his friends that plucking to unfix an enemy, he doth unfasten so and shake a friend. So that this land, like an offensive wife that hath enraged him on to offer strokes, as he is striking, holds his infant up and hangs resolved correction in the arm that was upreared to execution.
Why art thou not at home with thy brother Harry?
He is not there today. He dines in Crenshaw.
And how accompanied? Canst thou tell that?
With Poins and others, his continual followers.
The subject is the fattest soil to weeds. And he, the noble image of my youth, is overspread with them. Therefore my grief stretches itself beyond the hour of death. Oh, with what wings shall his affections fly toward fronting peril and opposed decay?
My good brother, you look beyond him quite. The prince but studies his companions like a strange tongue wherein to gain the language. The prince will, in the perfectness of time, cast off his followers and their memory.
'Tis seldom when the bee doth leave her comb and the dead carry him.
Here is returned Westmoreland.
The prince is here at hand. Pleaseth the Reverend to meet him. You are well encountered here, Cousin Mowbray. Good day to you. Good brother Archbishop, and so to you, Brother Hastings, and to all. My brother Scroop, it better showed with you when that your flock assembled by the bell to hear with reverence your exposition on the holy text, than here, an iron man
cheering a rout of rebels with your drum? Turning word to sword and life to death?
Good brother John, I am not here against your father's peace. But as I told my brother Westmoreland, the time misorder doth in common sense crowd us and crush us to this monstrous form. I sent, good sir, the parcels and particulars of our grief, the which previously hath been with scorn shoved from thy father's house.
How far forth do you like their articles?
I like them all. And do allow them well. And swear, here, by my blood, my father's purposes have been mistook. And some about him have too lavishly rested his meaning and authority. Reverend, these griefs shall with speed be redressed. Upon my soul they shall. If it please you, disperse your armies to their several counties, as we will ours. And here, between the armies, let us drink together friendly and embrace, that all may bear those tokens home of our restored love and amity.
I will take your princely word for these redresses.
I give it you, and will maintain my word. And thereupon, I drink unto the bishop.
Go, captains, and deliver to the army this news of peace. Let them have pay and part. I know it will well please them. Hie thee, captain.
To my noble brother, Westmoreland.
I pledge the bishop. And if you knew what pains I've bestowed to breed this present peace, you would drink freely.
I do not doubt it.
I am glad of it. Health to my brother and gentle cousin Mowbray.
The word of peace is rendered! Hark how they shout! Now, cousin, wherefore stands our army still?
Well, the leaders giving charge from you to stand will not go off until they hear you speak.
Well, they know their duties.
Good brother, our army is dispersed already.
Good tidings, brother Hastings, for the which I do arrest thee, traitor, of high treason. And you, good archbishop, and you, sister Mowbray, of capital treason, I attach you both.
You would thus break your faith?
I promise you redress of these same grievances whereof you did complain, which I will perform with the most Christian care. But for you, rebels, look to taste the due reward for rebellion in such acts as yours. Most shallowly these arms did you commence, fondly brought here and then foolishly sent hence. Strike up our drums, pursue the scattered stray. God, not us, have safely fought today.
Who comes here? Westmoreland.
Off to my brother. And new happiness added to that I am to deliver. Mowbray, the bishop's group, Hastings and all, are brought to the correction of your law. There is not a rebel's weapon unsheathed, but peace put forth her olive everywhere.
Oh, Westmoreland, thou art the summer bird whoever in the haunch of winter sings the lifting up of day. I should rejoice now at this happy news. But now my eyesight fails, and my brain is giddy. Oh, me. Come near me now. I am much ill.
Comfort, dear father. My royal father.
Patience, sisters. You do know that these fits are with His Majesty ordinary. Stand away from him. Give him air, and he'll straight be well.
Lay me the crown upon my pillow here.
His eye is hollow, and it changes much.
Less noise. Less noise.
withdrawn to the other room.
No. I will sit and watch here by the king. There upon his pillow, so troublesome a bedfellow. Oh, polished perturbation. Sleep with it now, my good father. Father? His sleep is sound indeed. This is a sleep that from this golden wriggle have divorced so many great black kings. Thy due from me is tears and heavy sorrows of the blood. My due from thee is this imperial crown, which God shall guard and put the world's whole strength into one giant arm. It shall not force this lineal honor from me. This from thee will I to mine leave, as 'tis left to me.
What's your name, sir? Of what condition are you? In what place, I pray?
I'm a soldier, sir. My name is Colville of the Valley.
Well then, Colville is your name. A soldier is your degree, and your place, the valley.
Are not you Brother John Falstaff?
As good humanity, sir. Whoever I am, do you yield, sir, or shall I sweat for you?
I think you are Brother John Falstaff, and in that thought, yield me!
Now, Falstaff, where have you been all this while? When everything is ended, then you come. These tardy tricks of yours, Falstaff, on my life, one time or other, will break some gallows back.
I have, in my pure and immaculate valor, taken Brother John Colville of Burbank, a most furious soldier and a valorous enemy. He saw me and yielded, that I may say I came, I saw, and overcame.
It was more his courtesy than your deserving. A famous rebel art thou, Colt?
I am, sir. But as all my betters that led me hither, had they been ruled by me, you should have won them dearer than you have.
I know not how they sold themselves, but you, like a kind fellow, gave yourself away gratis, and I thank you for you.
See to it you guard him sure. Farewell, Falstaff. I, in my present condition, shall speak better of you than you deserve.
Warwick! Clara! Clarice!
What would your majesty? How fares your grace?
Why did you leave me here alone, children?
We left my brother here, my sweet father, who undertook to sit and watch by you.
The Prince of Watts. Where is he? Let me see him. Who took the crown from my pillow?
When we left, dear lord, it was here.
The Prince of Tainted Hints. Go seek him out. Does he so hasty doth suppose my sleep my death? Find him, good friend Warwick. Chide him hither. This part of his conjoins with my disease to end me. See, children, What things you are. How quickly nature falls into revolt when gold becomes her object. Depart the chamber. Leave us here alone.
I never thought to hear you speak again.
Thy wish, Harry, was father to thy thought. I stay too long by thee. I weary thee. Art thou so hungry for mine empty chair that thou wilt needs invest thee with mine honors before thy hour be ripe, O foolish youth? Thou seek'st the greatness that would overwhelm thee. What? Canst thou not forbear me half an hour? Get thee gone and dig my grave thyself. Let the merry bells ring to thine ears that thou art crowned. Harry the Fifth is crowned. Up vanity, down royal state. Now, neighbor confines, purge you of your scum. Have you a ruffian who will swear, drink, dance, rob, murder, revel the night, commit the oldest sins, the newest kinds of ways? Oh, my poor country, sick with civil blows, when that my care could not withhold thy riots. What wilt thou do in riot is thy care.
Pardon me, Father. There is your crown, and he that wears the crown immortally long guarded yours. God, witness with me, when I here came in and found no course of breath within your body, how cold it struck my heart. If I do feign, let me in my present wildness die, and never live to show the incredulous world the noble change that I have purposed.
Oh, my son, Harry. Sit thou by my side, and here I think the very latest counsel that ever I shall breathe. God knows, my son, by what bypaths and indirect crook ways I met with this crown. And I myself know well how troublesome it set upon my head. It shall descend to thee with bitter quiet. All the soil of its achievement goes with me into the earth. What in me was purchased falls upon thee with a more fairer sort. And though thou sitt'st more sure than I could do, thou art not firm enough. And all my friends, which thou must make thy friends, have but their stings and teeth new ta'en out, and by whose power I might well lodge a fear to be again displaced. Oh, God forgive, and grant it may with thee in true peace live.
My gracious Father and wise leader, you won it, wore it, kept it, and gave it me. Then plain and right must my possession be, which I with more than with a common pain against all the world will rightfully maintain.
Look, look, here comes my son, John Lancaster.
Health, peace, and happiness to my royal father.
Thou bringst me peace and happiness, son John, but health alack, with youthful wings is flown from this bare withered trunk. God be the God! Bear me to that chamber. There I'll lie, in that true place of peace shall Harry die.
To please your worship, there's one pistol come from the court. From the court?
Sir John, save you, sir.
How now, pistol? What wind blew you hither?
Not the ill wind that brings good to none. Sweet knight, thou art now one of the greatest men in the realm. John, I am thy pistol, I am thy friend. Helter-skelter, I have rode to thee to bring good tidings of lucky joys and golden times and happy news of price.
I pray you, deliver them like a man of this world.
Piss on this world and all its people. I speak of Africa. I speak of golden joys.
Base Assyrian knight. What is your news?
Honest gentleman, I know not your breeding.
Why then lament it, therefore?
If you have news of the court, there are but two ways to say it: to utter it or to conceal it. I am a woman under the king in some authority.
Under which king? Bezonian? Speak or die!
King Eric, King Eric, King Eric, King Eric.
Harry the Fourth or Fifth?
Harry the Fourth.
Sir John, thy tender lambkin is now king.
What?
Harry the Fifth is the man!
Is the old king dead?
As nail in door, the words I speak are just.
Away! Saddle my horses. Master Peter, choose what of us you will. It's yours.
Oh, pistol, I will double charge you with dignity.
Oh, joyful day.
What? The news I bring is good.
Hostess.
Put your boots on. We'll ride all night. Pistol, come. Utter more to me. And devise something good to do yourself. I know the young king is sick to see me. We'll take any man's horses. The laws are at my command. Happy are they who are friends with me. And woe unto my Lord Chief Justice.
I would His Majesty had called me with him. The service that I truly did his life has left me open to all injuries.
Indeed, I think that the young king loves you not.
Oh, I know he does not. God, I fear all will be overturned.
Good morrow, Cousin Warwick.
Good morrow, cousin.
We meet as those that had forgot to speak. We do remember, but our theme is all too heavy to admit much talk.
Oh, good madam, you have lost a friend indeed.
Well, you must now speak Sir John Falstaff fair, which swims against your stream of quality.
Dearest friends, what I did in honor, led by the imperial conduct of my soul.
Here comes the prince.
Good morrow to you, sir.
These new and gorgeous garments, it's not so easy on me as you think. People, you mix your sadness with some fear. This is Inglewood, not Guantanamo. No hooded man with gallows aims am I. Yet weep that Harry's dead, and so will I. But Harry lives that shall convert those tears by number into hours of happiness. You all look strangely on me, and you most. You are, I think, assured I love you not.
I am assured. If I be measured rightly, your majesty has no just cause to hate me.
No? How might a prince of my great hopes forget so great indignities you laid upon me?
What, rate, rebuke, and roughly send to prison the immediate heir to the crown? Might this be forgotten?
I then did use the person of your father. The image of his power lay then in me. And in the administration of his law, whereon as an offender to your father, I did commit you. Be you contented? Wearing now the garland to have a son set your decrees at naught? To pluck down justice from your awful bench? To trip the course of law and blunt the sword that guards the peace and safety of your person? Be now the father, and propose a son, hear your own dignity so much profaned. See your most dreadful laws so loosely slighted. Behold yourself, and so by a son disdained, and then imagine me taking your part. After this, cold consider and sentence me. And as you are a king, speak in your state what I have done that misbecame my place.
You are right, Justice. And you weigh this well. Therefore, still bear the balance and the sword. And I do wish your honors may increase, so you do live to see a son of mine offend you and obey you, as I did. So shall I live to speak my father's words. Happy am I to have a judge so bold that dares do justice on my proper son.
They come from the garden. I will lean upon him as he comes by, and do but mark the countenance that he will give me.
God bless thy lungs, good sir.
They would have bestowed the $1,000 that I owe you, but well, 'tis no matter. This poor show does better. It doesn't further zeal that I had to see you.
It does so.
It shows my earnestness of affection.
It doth so.
My devotion, as it were, to ride day and night, and
It
not
doth so.
to deliberate, not to remember, not to have patience.
It is most certain.
Ooh. God save your grace!
The heavens guard thee and keep, most royal and profane.
King Hal, my royal Hal! God save you, my sweet boy, my king!
Have you your wits? Know you what 'tis to speak?
God save you, my sweet boy, my king, my royal Job. I speak to you, my heart, God save my Hal.
I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. How ill white hairs become a fool and jester. I've long dreamt of such a kind of man, so surfeit-swelled, so old and so profane, but being awake, I do despise my dream. Presume not I am the thing I was, for God doth know, and so shall the world perceive I have turned away my former self. So will I those that kept me company. When thou dost hear I am as I have been, approach me, and thou shalt be as thou was, the tutor and feeder of my riots. Till then, I banish thee on pain of death, as I have done the rest of my misleaders, not to come near our person by 10 mile. For competence of life I will allow you, that lack of means enforce you not to evil. And as we hear you do reform yourselves, we will, according to your strengths and qualities, give you advancement.
Go. Carry Sir John Falstaff to county, and take all his company with him.
I shall be sent for in private. He must seem thus to the world. This that you heard was but a color.
A color I fear we will die for.
Fear no colors. I shall be sent for soon. Good night.
like this fair proceeding of the king. He hath intent, his wanted followers shall be well provided for.
And so they are.
I will lay odds that ere this year expire, we bear our civil swords in native fire as far as the Holy Land.
For me, by heaven, I bid you be assured. I'll be your father and your brother too. Let me but bear your love, I'll bear your care. To you, Chief Justice, there is my hand. You shall be as a mother to my youth. My voice shall sound as you do prompt mine ear, and I will stoop and humble my intent to your well-practiced, wise directions. And subjects all, believe me, I beseech you. My father has gone wild into his grave, for in his tomb lie my affections. And with his spirit sadly I survive to mock the expectations of the world. To frustrate prophecies, to root out rotten opinion, who hath whipped me down after my seeming. The tide of blood in me hath proudly flowed in vanity till now. Now doth it turn and ebb back to the sea, where it shall mingle with the states of floods and flow henceforth in formal majesty. And now call we our high court of advisers, and let us choose such limbs of noble counsel, that our great body of the state may go in equal rank with the best governed nation, that war or peace or both at once may be as things familiar and acquainted to us. And God consigning with my good intents, no prince nor peer shall have just cause to say, God shorten Harry's happy life one day.